Hello, friends. Hi, how are we today? I hope we are all doing well. I am doing fantastic. I am here for the week of May 5th through May 11th. I am so excited to finally be so far into May. It feels really, really nice, and it feels really good to be back after once again being hit, and this time with, for lack of a better word, the norovirus. But instead of 48 to 72 hours, we were 4 to 5 days as a family. It was rough. That is all I'm going to say about that. I am using this super duper duper cute kit called Spring Garden from the Prairie Planner. And I did not realize until I was planning with it that it is Peter Rabbit. Nonetheless, it is very cute. I definitely did a straight across pattern this time. And I did that because for the last week, I had done a scatter. I'm sure it's here somewhere. This was a beautiful kit from Dash of Sun, and I will link it up in the iCard up above. But yeah, no, I did a straight across. It was a very low-key week. I probably could have done 3 headers, but I really, really, really needed the extra space. That was the kicker. So I pulled into my sidebar the 2 habit trackers as well as the currently reading, and then the 2 headers that are on the full boxes page of the kit. And if you are wondering, I use the standard vertical kit in tiny because of a 7x9 Sadist Stickers vertical neutral planner. Also, if you did not know, I am a PR girl for the Prairie Planner, and I love it. And you can use my code ALEX20 for 20% off your order and your name, or my name rather, in Notes to Seller for my PR freebie. And you should absolutely check her out. That's all I'm going to say about that. So I just pulled in the yellow and the green headers. I didn't want to overwhelm with kit with blue. It's beautiful. I love it. Don't get me wrong. The blues, the extra headers and blues are really, really beautiful. But I felt like this kit could have easily gotten overwhelmed, and I love to bring in, so green is my favorite color, but also I didn't realize low-key, I think yellow might be one of my favorite colors too. I love it. I love to bring it in everywhere. It brings me joy. So I just moved the headers up a little bit to cover the dates, and then I put the date covers on. And that does give me more space in that top box. And then the bottom box, because I didn't use headers at the bottom underneath, I got more space in the bottom box too, which was really, really nice. So let's move into the day by day. So on Monday, I worked in office, so I pulled in a sticker from Sweet Tea Sticker Co. for that. I am not a PR girl for her, but I do use a code just because I shop with her an awful lot, and that is ALEX20 as well. So I don't get any kickbacks for that. Just use code ALEX20 for 20% off your order. And you can leave a little bit note that Alex sent you, and I think Christy will get a huge kick out of that. Moving on, I had a really scratchy throat on this day, so I just used a sort of like meh Maru from Paper and Milk, and then I went on 2 walks on this day, so that sticker is from the kit. And then I used a Stick With a Plan Co. sticker to note that I got Tim's on this day. I love that she has a Tim's. A lot of shops don't have it because they're either American or they're from the UK. Stick With the Plan Co. is from the UK. I very much appreciate that she has a Tim's sticker. So then I used another Sweet Tea Sticker Co. leftover to note that my mattress was delivered on this day. If you saw the last week, it was, we had a bulge in our mattress, and that was not supposed to happen. Then I used another icon from the kit and the change sheets script from Sweet Tea Sticker Co. to note that I changed my sheets, obviously, got a new mattress. And then it was the Leafs versus Panther round 2, game 1, and I used a Coffee Monsters Co. emoji for that. On Tuesday, I worked in office again, marked it the same way. Still not feeling great, marked it the same way with the Paper and Milk Maru. Then I had a work lunch from 2 to 4 at Lone Star, except for we went to the Lone Star Cantina. 1 out of 5. Firstly, price ridiculous. Why am I paying $74 for one drink and four tacos? Absolutely unacceptable. And the food, revolting. It was not good. It was dry. I don't know how you can make a birria taco that dry. It was disgusting. Do not recommend. Do not recommend. Then I went for a 2.8 kilometer walk, which was very nice. Then when I got home, I played with the boys. And after the boys went to bed, my friend and I got on the phone and he and I gossiped for so stinking long. It was so great though. Then I was on my phone up way too late. On Wednesday, I worked from home and I used a paper and milk Maru to note that. Then it was clear I was very sick with a cold, so I went to Sobeys. It is literally a 2-minute walk from my house, so I went to Sobeys to pick up cold meds. And I used the Coffee Monsters Co. little allergies but sick to mark that, and then Sobeys for the cold meds with the little shopping cart from the kit. And then I watered my garden on this day because watering the garden waits for no one, and so I used a little hose, and the script is from Sweet Tea Sticker Co. In the afternoon, I got a Happy Meal from the Prairie Planner, as one does. So that was very, very exciting. And then I used the cutest little Coffee Monsters Co. emoji just to note that I planted my strawberries and my blueberries on this day while my kids played outside. And to mark the playing outside, they did bring out the water table because it was quite warm. So I used this little stick with a Planco icon. Love it. And then it was the Leafs versus the Panthers round 2 game 2 on this day. And that will bring us to the end of Wednesday. I'm so glad. I thought I was going to be super behind here, but I've pulled in a lot of scripts that I wasn't intending to. So I am really glad that I did that. Moving on to Thursday, I don't really want to because this gets to the very, very light end of my week. I was sick, so it was very light. But moving on to Thursday, on Thursday and Friday, I worked from home. I used a paper and milk Maru to note both of those things. Then I just noted again with one of the allergy emojis that I was so sick. And because I was so sick at lunch, I took a bubble bath, which, if I am taking a bubble bath at lunch, I am usually sick. That is just, in hindsight, that is how it goes. The bubble bath little girl, not little girl, but the bubble bath girl is from Fox and Cactus. And then really all evening, all afternoon, my husband did a lot of the heavy lifting after the kids went to bed. No, he didn't. He was working. The kids were a delight this evening, and I just watched the Great British Baking Show or the Great British Bake Off. I have a custom script from that from Magical Sticker Co., and I just used a TV from the kit. On Friday, again, work from home. Then I did laundry. Then I filmed and edited and uploaded, and this starts like a very intense filming schedule that I have taken on here, and that filming reel is from Sweet Tea Sticker Co. Then I went and did a quick Sobe shop. Then I took the kids to the park, which was really nice. And then the bedtime, I don't know, awful. 2.5 hours. It was, I don't even know. So, it was a stick with a Planco sticker for that. And then it was the Leafs at the Panthers round 2, game 3. Don't want to talk about it. Finally, on Saturday, we went to Canadian Tire first thing in the morning. My little kids wanted to bike. Walter doesn't have a bike, so I took him and got him a bike. And it was heavily on sale. It was like a screaming deal. Then I got home and I used a Fox and Pip Girl to mark that I planted my herbs and I planted tomatoes. And we did obviously more outdoor play, just marked it the same way for the kids. And then I filmed November 3rd through the 10th. I don't want to talk about how I'm consistently 6 months behind. Frustrates me. Then I folded laundry in the afternoon and I used an icon for the kit for that. Pulled in Fox and Pip icon of grandparents to know that Grandma and Papa, my in-laws, came over to have a early birthday dinner with my big kid. I played Magnetiles with my littlest for a while on this day. Obviously, I spent like quite a time doing it because I marked it. I play with my kids every day, but obviously if I'm spending like a chunk of time, then I'll mark it. Then I filmed November 11th through 17th, and I went on my walking pad for 25 minutes. And that is a fox and cactus squish. On Sunday, it was a very, very low-key day. I played with my little kid in the morning before my big kid, got up. Then I did a lot of filming. So I filmed my day-by-days for both November 4th through 10th and then November 12th through 18th. I've got my dates wrong here, but it all works out. And then we went to Michael's in the afternoon. I can't remember what I had to buy, but I did have to buy something. I can't remember. And then I don't know what I did for the rest of the day, so I left it blank. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I cannot wait to see you in the next one. I hope that you're all staying safe and well.